Are you tired in the morning? Are you up late on YouTube watching just another video? Are you playing just another game of Fortnite? Are you up late worrying about something? Are you up late worrying about the thing that you need to do tomorrow that you need to get to sleep for, and that's keeping you up at night? If you're up late having a panic attack, we're going to discuss that later. If that's you, then I've got to keep calm, low key for the mental health. I suppose we can have fun, can't we? We can have a laugh. But as long as I don't shout about it. If you're just having one more, if you're pulling on that string, today we're going to find a way to wind up our string, to follow a string, a different string, to get to sleep, good sleep, good sleep. Hi, you're with Scott. It's Mental Health Monday. It's midnight. It's always midnight. This is your right ear and your left ear. First things first, let's go on big face. Show you the new hoodie. Got a new hoodie? Hoodie? Have you got a new hoodie? Cultural mashup there, isn't it? Cultural mashup. We've got Link and Starry Night. So I saw that and I thought of wearing it, and I have done now. I'm wearing it. Here we are. What we're doing today, let's get the web browser as well so you can see that. We're doing sleep. It's Mental Health Monday. I edit this for True Binaural and ASMR. So we've got a regular weekly upload of mental health support on True Binaural and ASMR. That's going well. People seem to be... we had a really positive comment, in my opinion, where somebody said that something specific I'd said had helped them in their life. And, there's a few comments popping up like that now. So what we're doing together here is helping people out there. So congratulations, the Ganji Puka Warrior crew. There's another one, the LA devotee. See, the YouTube tie-in. The time here is 8 o'clock. It's always 8 o'clock. And we'll try and keep it low-key for True Binaural and ASMR. I'll try and keep my thought process rolling. Yeah, the time is always midnight, but here it's 8 o'clock. I'm always doing Mental Health Monday on Monday at 8 p.m. GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. So you'll be able to always know that if you're feeling down or whatever, you can always come here. 8 o'clock, Greenwich Mean Time, Mental Health Monday is always going to be a thing. We'll keep that rolling. And it's doing good work. We're happy with it. So, yeah, big thumbs up. The rest of the week can be art history and gaming and messing about and wearing the Johnny Depp hat. Johnny Depp. Wearing the Johnny Depp hat. But for now, for today, Mondays, low-key, chilled out, Mental Health Monday, we're going to find out some stuff together. We're going to improve our lives together and improve the lives of others. So first of all, let's get the web browser. What I've written here, I've got some little notes to start this off as well. Is this you? Are you tired in the morning? I should do the big face. Do the big face. Are you tired in the morning? It's a bit like an infomercial, this is, isn't it? Are you tired in the morning? Are you up late on YouTube watching just another video? Are you playing just another game of Fortnite? Are you up late worrying about something? Are you up late worrying about the thing that you need to do tomorrow that you need to get to sleep for, and that's keeping you up at night? I shouldn't laugh because that's a real thing that happens. Especially, I get that. If I've got something important that I've got to do, I really get anxious about it the night before, and then I think, I've got to get to sleep, and no, I can't sleep. And yeah, is that you? Today we're going to be following a string, and when you're up late worrying about that thing, just another worry, just another anxiety. If you're up late having a panic attack, we're going to discuss that later. If you're tired every morning because you've been up late just playing another game, just another 5 more minutes, just unravelling that string on the jumper a little bit more, just another little pull on the string, just another day of Stardew Valley before I need to go to bed. If that's you, then today, yeah, just another game of Hearthstone. I'm just going to win one. If that's you, then I've got to keep calm, low key for the mental health. I suppose we can have fun, can't we? We can have a laugh. But as long as I don't shout about it. If you're just having one more, if you're pulling on that string, today we're going to find a way to wind up our string, to follow a string, a different string, to get to sleep, good sleep, good sleep. I've written that. That's my little notes. I've written this as well. Today we're going to offer you a way to solve these issues and to move forward. We're going to look at sleep routine, what happens when you sleep, and we're going to give you actionable tips. Actionable. That means things you can actually do today, tonight, that will improve your sleep. I keep doing it at 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs. I just break out of really calm voice just to say how thankful I am that you're all here in chat and here. I just pause and just reflect on that for a moment, how thankful I am. And that gives me that segues in really nicely to my call to action, which I don't usually do a call to action. Not big on that sort of thing. It's not this. This isn't the call to action. This is just me supping on some alcohol free. Other brands are available. It's nice to have you with us. My call to action, I've written this because I needed to say it. We're only 5 followers away. 5. We're 5 followers away from the level up of Twitch status, becoming an affiliate. So if you're watching this on True Binaural and you haven't followed me on Twitch, maybe you don't have a Twitch, that's fine. You don't have to, but please do. Please, I don't ask you for much. Please do, because there's lots of other content creators on Twitch and you'll find lots of other things other than me that are worth looking at and finding out about. There's more value there than just me. But while you're doing that, if you could throw me a little follow, just a little follow, I only need 5. If you want to be part of this journey together and help us in these early stages as I talked about carrying this flag before, as we push our flag further forward and achieve this next step, then you can make a big difference for the Mental Health Monday podcast, for the Ganji Puko Warrior crew, for me. For me. Do it for me. Yeah, do it for me. If you could just... God, I don't like doing these things. I don't like calling to action. Ugh. But yeah, I've done it now. So we'll get those 5 followers. You'll be one of them. And it will push us over that little special step. I'm uploading to YouTube. So don't feel that you need to... I think some people feel like I'm studying really hard. I used to turn on YouTube now, which I don't understand. More interesting. You see, that's what I was going to say. It's more difficult for you to consume it on Twitch sometimes because of lifestyle, timing, language, being Korean. I think it's Korea, isn't it? It is Korea. Korea, we must win. I'm also uploading these videos to YouTube. You can find me on True Binaural and ASMR. Korea. True Binaural and ASMR. You can find me on Ganji Kid, where I upload the entire stream as an archive. You can find me on Battery Exhausted, where I edit the chosen bits, the things I think are good. Probably not the best bits. I edit some parts of the stream and put them on Battery Exhausted. So there's places on YouTube that you can watch at your leisure with subtitles in your own time. Don't feel obliged that I'm pressuring you to join stream. I just need your follows. No, it's lovely to have you here, and it's great to have you here, but there's another resource as well. It's there for you if you want it. And if you do watch VODs, if you are watching VODs and offline, that's great. Building up my YouTube presence, my YouTube channel in that way, the Ganji Kid channel, is probably more beneficial to the sustainability of the stream. So probably best watch them over there. So if you're watching this on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. And if you're watching this on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. Let's bring this up again. Let's get into this. The first thing I really wanted to highlight here is how my sleep pattern highlighted my failing mental health. My sleep was the first red flag that started waving wildly to warn me there was something wrong. And if you want to read Rhiannon's story, it's there for you on mind.org. That's the website there. I'll put all the description in the link. I'll put all the, you know, where to find things on YouTube. This is a mental health focused Monday thing. It's not everyone's going to suffer with the same level of mental health disturbances, of course, but everyone can suffer with difficult sleep. Everyone will be able to benefit from what we're going to do today. But if you're really having serious sleep problems, if you feel you're really disrupted severely, and we'll look at these things later in the video, but it's important to note that that's an indicator of that slippery slope of mental health. So to take it seriously, we'll look at that in a little bit. The first thing I was going to do is say, why do we... Oh, hello, who's that? Who's that? Your searches are planting 7.9 million trees in Mão Torta, Brazil. There's a little video. That fella's happy, isn't he? He's happy. He's got his smile on. And that's the benefit of Ecosia there. You get to see that man's smiling face. So I just quickly wanted to show you that why do we sleep? It's going to tell us. Oh, there's videos. Oh, don't watch them. Watch me. And watch them. They're probably quite good. It's all saying there's benefits. Right, well, this is a problem because I thought it was going to say we don't know why we sleep. There's some theories emerging, it says. New research. New research shows sleep is so ancient that it preceded brains. But usually, the usual answer is we don't know. And that's quite truthful, we don't know, to be honest. But why do we sleep? I was going to answer the question with some nice science. But there is a lot of nice science out there, so you can find it out. But let's answer some of these things. Let's talk about it. Sleep is an essential function. It allows your body and mind to recharge, leaving you refreshed and alert when you wake up. Healthy sleep also helps the body remain healthy and stave off diseases. Without enough sleep, the brain cannot function properly. This can impair your abilities to concentrate, think clearly, and process memories. Just show you that we're on the sleep foundation here. Most adults require between 7 and 9 hours of nightly sleep. I need at least 8 to 10. Children and teenagers need substantially more. So it's natural for teenagers. Quite often teenagers get accused of, oh, you're staying in bed too long. Oh, yeah. But they do need a bit more sleep. And they probably get a little bit less. Chronic lack of sleep may be the first sign of a sleep disorder. An internal body clock regulates your sleep cycle, controlling when you feel tired and ready for bed. Controlling when you feel tired and ready for bed, or refreshed and alert. This clock operates on a 24-hour cycle known as the circadian rhythm. After waking up from sleep, you'll become increasingly tired throughout the day. These feelings will peak in the evening leading up to bedtime. I know that sounds obvious, but that's what gets disrupted in the sleep cycle when we have these problems. And you start to sleep less at night, more in the morning. You look for that bit of extra sleep in the daytime, something like that. That 24-hour cycle becomes interrupted. The sleep drive, homeostasis, may be linked to adenosine, an organic compound produced in the brain. The levels increase throughout the day as you become more tired, and they break down during sleep. Light influences the circadian rhythm, and as natural light disappears, melatonin hormones increase your drowsiness. So there is a sort of natural cycle to this, they're suggesting. This is what I was going to come to that I thought was interesting. Sleep has these different stages. So today we're going to teach you how to get to sleep. But before we do, we're just going to quickly look at the fact that the first stage is a transition between wakefulness and sleep. Your muscles relax, your heart rate, your breathing, eye movements slow down, and so does your brain waves, and so do your brain waves. And stage 1 can last for several minutes. So if we want to get to stage 2, a deeper sleep, and stage 3, that cool bit, REM sleep. Oh no, stage 4, REM sleep. Stage 4, 90 minutes after you fall asleep. The bit where you're actually really asleep and you're dreaming and all that good stuff. The REM cycle. And this is a cycle that happens throughout sleep. You drop down into the REM REM part of sleep, you get that good bit, and then you come up again, and then you drop down again, and then you come up again. There are cycles throughout the night. They repeat for about every 90 to 120 minutes. You know, that's what sleep is. But it's interesting to note that in order to get to that good bit, that REM sleep, the dreamy sleep, you've got to get through these 3 stages. And each stage increases your amount of relaxation. So if you're having trouble, if you're having trouble at that first stage, you need to get to that REM sleep, and you need to progressively relax. So if you can't get past this first stage, that bit where you relax and your heart rate and your eye movement, if you're still hyper aware, hyper alert, worrying, anxious, you know, if you're still awake, you need to slip into these states and move down these stages. So it's important for us to note at the start, that's the thing we need to first sort of fix, is getting into that first stage. The second and the third, they're more natural, they happen naturally as you settle into it. But if we can get that first bit going, the first stage, NREM, stage 1 NREM, then we're well away. Then we're doing the good work. It asks you, how much sleep do you need? And I think we all find out ourselves by sleeping and waking up and feeling a certain way, don't we? But generally, it's 8 to 10, isn't it? 8 to 10, 10, maybe 12. I'll have 12. Give me 12. And there's some tips there. We're going to come to the tips in a bit. It's important for proper cognitive and behavioural functions. An insufficient amount of sleep can lead to serious repercussions. Some studies have shown sleep deprivation leaves people vulnerable to attention lapses, reduced cognition, delayed reactions, and mood shifts. It's also been suggested that people can develop a tolerance to chronic sleep deprivation. Even though their brains and bodies struggle, they may not be aware of their own deficiencies because it begins to feel normal to them. And a lack of sleep, not to worry you, but a lack of sleep has been linked to certain diseases, medical conditions, obesity, diabetes, blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, poor mental health, which we're going to address today, and early death. Early death, that's not a good one. As medical conditions go, early death is probably one of the worst. There's not many. Early death isn't a medical condition that's easy treatable. So we want to get this sorted before we hit early death. Vampires will have to. All the tips we give tonight, you're going to have to flip them round. Just flip them round if you're a vampire, and keep going to the meetings. Vampirics Anonymous. It's a Terry Pratchett idea there. Let's have a look at our cognitive triangle. Quickly bust up the cognitive triangle. Bust that up. Bust it up. There it is. We don't get the pretty coloured one. Oh, there's the pretty coloured one. We like that one the best. It's interesting that our thoughts, feelings and behaviour all intertwine. And if you're not getting enough sleep, then your behaviour and your thoughts are going to be influenced by your feelings, how tired you are. If you're cross and grumpy, then that's going to affect how you're thinking and what you decide to do. So that's important to note. Fatigue can cause a vast range of other physical, mental and emotional symptoms, including chronic tiredness. It's interesting, isn't it, that being tired can make you more tired. Headaches, dizziness, sore or aching muscles, muscle weaknesses, slow reflexes, responses, impaired decision-making and judgment, which is crucial if we're going to be making the right choices for our mental health. So getting some sleep, even when you approach the base core issue of how you think and feel, getting enough sleep is important. Moodiness, irritability, impaired hand-to-eye coordination, appetite loss, reduced immune system function, blurry vision, short-term memory problems, poor concentration, hallucinations, short-term memory problems, reduced ability to pay attention to the situation, low motivation, short-term memory problems. That's all fatigue, all of it. If you feel really tired, then you've got fatigue. Medical causes, lifestyle related, workplace, emotional causes. We're going to come on to this in a minute. The websites keep jumping the gun for what we're going to do. That's what we're doing now, look. That's what I wanted to do now. You can get involved now, chat. Now's your chance. Quick. You don't have to be quick. You can take as long as you want. Causes of fatigue. What causes you to feel tired? What causes you to stay up at night? What kind of things keep you up at night? Let's do a little brainstorm. I've got my first one, which I'll start with. And I've got my worry tree somewhere. Boom, the worry tree. This is a good one for just what keeps you up at night. Working back-to-back 12-hour shifts. That'll keep you up, yeah. Getting home straight from work and going straight back out. I suppose you don't go home, do you? Just stay there. I don't know. Get home and have a little bit of a break. I don't know. Yeah, terrible. Can you do anything about it? No. Not really. If you're working those shifts, you've got to do what you can. There are some things you can do about it. You can request the occasional break. You can say to your bosses that you're working these really strong hours, so it's difficult, but can I maybe have a day off here, knowing that I'm going to feel really tired? Or maybe you can't. You have to just accept it and try and work through it and do the other things that make you feel better about and sleep well, which we're going to come on to later. Anyone else got any other? It's like school, isn't it now? Anybody else got any other ideas? What keeps you awake at night? Anybody else want to pop that in chat? I got one. My cat. Yeah, my cat. She goes, meow. I'm asleep, and she goes up to my window, and she's meow, 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 meow. And my instinct is to just be like, you leave, you shut up. I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to try and stay asleep. Is there anything I can do about it? Yes, I can let the cat in. I can get over it and just let the cat in. Yes, do it now. Or let it go and do it later. There's another thing that you can do. I can go and sleep in a different room. That's not so good for the cat, but it fixes the job. If you've got noisy neighbours, coming in, noise in the wall or something like that, you might feel angry and you want to, they shouldn't be doing it and I should, so you might want to remonstrate with them. But that whole process is not getting you to sleep. It's probably not going to get them to turn it down. It's probably going to make you more angry and awake and hyped. And we're going to come to ways to get to sleep in this episode a bit later, aren't we? So, but yeah, one way to get to sleep is not to have a row with an argument with your neighbours. That's not a good way to get to sleep. So it might be that earplugs and going in the other room, sleeping on the sofa even, they might be the easiest, more preferable option at the exact time that this thing is happening, this noise disturbance. Because all you need to really do is get on with your sleeping. And you can address the problem the next day, put the cat flap in, or talk to the neighbours when they're feeling hungover and tired, and you can feel all chirpy and happy. Maybe it's a better time to do it. So there's some things that you brainstorm. There are other things that keep you up at night, aren't there? We talked about just one more game of Hearthstone, just one more run of Fortnite, just one more. Choose your poison. Just one more. Just 5 more minutes. Keep pulling on the string. We're going to do something different with our string. We're going to show you what to do with the string a little bit later. But if that's the case, can you do anything about this? Yes. You can stop. You can stick in the wheel. In order to do that, you need to be able to step back and see the wheel turning, to recognise what the thing is that you're doing, that's just 5 more minutes, that's just another 5, that could maybe be put off until tomorrow. You know, that you don't need to grind just as hard as Booger. You know, that maybe even Booger goes out and plays basketball and, you know, gets to bed at night, doesn't he? So yeah, you know, maybe some things can be, you don't have to do that extra 5 more minutes. Maybe it's time to say to yourself before you start, this is a tip straight away, early tips. I'm going to do the tips at the end, but early tips. Before you start doing this thing, if it's playing Fortnite, I'm going to play until 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to walk the dog at 10 o'clock. I'm going to do this thing. You know. Then, when it gets to 10 o'clock, I can say to myself, look, this is the ascribed time. No more 5 minutes. Finish this one, and it's time. And it's not a surprise to me. It's not finish this game and then make a decision at a point in time when I'm not making good decisions because I'm tired and I'm playing the game and I'm excited. Maybe make that decision before you start. There's something. Yeah, what can you do? Oh, I clicked. Oh, no. It's back, don't worry. I fixed it. There you go. It's back. What if you've got other problems, though? I'm going to bring up the Samaritans quickly here. What if you've got serious worry problems? What if the thing you're worrying about is keeping you up at night? If it's a serious, critical crisis issue, it's always important that we linger on this point during Mental Health Monday at some point. The Samaritans, they offer someone you can call up. I'm having a problem. Talk it through. That's important if you're at a crisis point. I am going to address the chat here, actually, because parasomnia makes me feel, walk about and talk. Sometimes I get a feeling like I'm being crushed. Mainly it occurs when I'm stressed. Wow, that's heavy. That's heavy. We're going to come on. We're going to come on to serious sleep disorders midway through the video, through the broadcast. We're going to come on to that, which is why I wanted to bring up Samaritans here early. Just, I'm going to pop that there so that people can see it, so it's being seen. There are serious sleep disorders, and we're definitely going to be talking about them. We're not just talking about playing an extra game of Fortnite, although we want to make this broad to everyone, and everyone has problems with sleep. So we're going to look at the serious and the more mundane all together. It's nice to see you being nice to each other in chat. I'm very pleased with that. It's actually really, on YouTube you see people being mean to each other in the comments such a lot, but I feel that somehow Twitch has managed to cultivate a healthy environment, and if it doesn't, we will. So I see you being good. I see you being good. Christmas is coming. And that's what we're going to come on to now, the serious side of sleep and depression. How does sleep relate to my mental health? There's a close relationship between sleep and mental health. Living with a mental health problem can affect the way you sleep, and poor sleep can have a negative impact on your mental health. Feelings, lack of sleep, tiredness, difficulty in the day, low self-esteem because you've had difficulties, feelings, lack of sleep, tiredness, cycle. And certainly if you've got something medical that's causing you to have disrupted sleep, it's going to play into this cycle. And I'm not a doctor, so I would say that if you feel you're suffering with some sort of sleep disorder that is out of the ordinary, then definitely talk to a GP, definitely talk to a doctor, because it could be that it's something that they can help you with, that our mental health, hopefully our mental health conversations here are a portal to the next steps, to bigger things. And maybe this can just shine a light on something that you didn't fully understand, and then you can talk it through with someone who's more qualified than me even. And I'm pretty qualified. I'll tell you how qualified I am. I'm a carer. I've got a cognitive behavioural certificate because I've had it. I've been through it. I've been stressed. I've been depressed. I've been seeking help from my GP, and I've been through the whole mill of the system. I've done therapy, and I've had antidepressants, different kinds. I've experienced from within, and I've also volunteered to work with Mind been educated on how to deal with people who are coming in to talk and crisis point. And I've got a certificate that says that I can work with people, that I'm, what do you call it, an CBT check or an XRB check or something, that I'm not going to, do anything unethical, that I'm a good, not been arrested. I've got one of those certificates. Anyway, your mental health is serious. I know, I understand. I've been there. Poor sleep leads to worrying. Worrying leads to poor sleep. Worrying about sleep is like your mind trying to fight itself. That's a horrible place to be. It's an interesting point, isn't it? Interesting way to look at it. It's like your mind trying to fight itself. Like I was describing at the start, I need to get to sleep. I'm worried about tomorrow. Why aren't I asleep? Fighting myself. Yeah, I can dig that. You might find it hard to fall asleep, stay awake, or even wake up earlier than you'd like. That's known as insomnia. You might have problems that disturb your sleep, such as panic attacks, flashbacks, nightmares, or psychosis. And I've had that. I've had panic attacks. Our friend in chat here, who's, I don't know if I should just say Babby, probably just Babe. I like Babby though, because in Birmingham we say Babby. Hey Bab, you're right Bab. A feeling like you're being crushed would panic you, and then the panic feeling, I know exactly how you sort of, you're drifting off to sleep, and then you're like, it's almost like you're popping out like you're having a heart attack, all at quick and fast, or you're falling asleep and you're thinking and hearing things that are winding you up and scaring you, or there's lots of ways that drifting off to sleep, being in that first stage. Where's me stages? That's stage one. Muscles relax, heart rate, breathing, eye movement slow down, and your brain waves. During that state, you're drifting off to sleep. You're more dreamy thoughts. It should be nice, but sometimes that can go a little bit bad, and something can interrupt that, make you more tense. Your thoughts and feelings, the drifting, the fact that you're drifting. Oh, hello. Said something about low latency mode then. We're not having these problems again. We're not having them. I'm just going to accept that it's going to run nicely. Your thoughts and feelings are drifting, and that can, how do I want to put this? The seed of a panic attack can get into that and then blossom forth because you're drifty and monsters under the bed. They come from your imagination. That's the kind of point I'm trying to make. You can find it hard to wake up or get out of bed. You can feel tired or sleepy, and you're not sleeping enough and not getting enough good quality sleep. And that could lead you to then sleep a lot more at the wrong time. When I get depressed, I sleep so much. At its worst, I was 18 hours a day, because it was the only way that I could stop thinking and stop my mind from saying awful things to me. That's a hard place to be in. One of the things about depression is it's not an overnight thing. It can be. You can have a break. Something really bad can happen. It can spiral you quickly. But it's part of this gradual slide. And if you're having these difficulties and these problems, feeling tired over a long period of time, then sleeping 18 hours a day might not even be the worst thing. Part of the recovery for depression, part of recovery is to re-energize and to realize that you might think you're getting a lot of sleep, but it might not be good sleep. It might not be the healthiest kind of sleep. So to get yourself into that good sleep cycle takes some time. It might be that you're out of sync and a bit like jet lag. You might need a bit of extra sleep. So that's okay. But it might be that sleeping 18 hours a day as part of a sink into depression is not healthy, and it's the ability to see the difference that's important here. If you're having problems sleeping, You might be more anxious, depressed, suicidal. Samaritans, if you're feeling suicidal. You might feel lonely, isolated. It can cause psychotic episodes, paranoia. You know, that the fact that sleep is so intrinsically linked to your mental processes. You know, when you're asleep, you dream. When you're awake, you're cued into daily life. Blurring those lines, being really tired when you're awake, being awake when you're trying to sleep. It's not surprising that it triggers things like mania and psychosis. The isolation comes from sleeping at the wrong times, not feeling like you want to engage with people at the times when they're engaging, struggling to concentrate, making plans or decisions. That's going to have an impact on the rest of your life. Feeling irritable, having problems with day-to-day life. We've covered these really, haven't we? Symptoms of fatigue. During the day, my brain is fuzzy. My memory is noticeably affected. I barely have enough energy to function. But important to note that these symptoms of fatigue are also symptoms of depression and other mental problems. Things that can affect our sleep include stresses and worries. That's something that we're trying to work on here. Problems with where you sleep, and it's a really good point that we should. I'm going to clap, 10pointsformind.org here. Problems with where you sleep. If you sleep somewhere you're uncomfortable or easily disturbed, it's affecting your sleep. And whilst we all think about our mental processes and our feelings and thoughts, it might be something as simple as changing your bedroom. It might be that really makes a big difference, and it can make a knock-on difference to all these other things. Maybe your mattress is causing your back to hurt. I don't know. Health conditions, sleep disorders, being a parent or carer. Yep, I know a bit about that. Taking medication, including starting or coming off medication. Recreational drugs and alcohol. So interesting that the medication, because we talk about medication in Mental Health Monday in terms of mental health medication, but all forms of medication can affect your sleep. If we're going to be talking to our doctors about sleep, they might be actually able to help us take medication that can help us sleep. So there's something in that. Drugs and alcohol. One of the reasons I drink the alcohol-free beer, the unbranded, 0.0, doesn't matter which brand it is, as long as it's got no alcohol. I don't want to drink any more alcohol, ever, because I realise that it affects my sleep, and it affects the way I think and feel, and it really dramatically made me anxious. There was loads of negatives that I wasn't, at the time when I was drunk, I didn't feel that they were negatives, but the rest of the days and, the rest of the weeks, I was experiencing these negatives and not connecting them with the alcohol. But yeah, now I don't drink anymore. I can sleep a lot better, and I don't have as many anxieties. Working at night or being a shift worker. That was in our chat, wasn't it? That was in our chat. Sharp chat. Working at night or being a shift worker. Current or past trauma. Big things can affect your sleep, and they can affect it weeks and years to come. Big things that happen weeks and years to come. Mental and physical health problems, many of which can affect your sleep. It's not possible to relax if you don't have anywhere comfortable and safe at night. This leads to not sleeping and worrying most of the night. If you don't feel safe, that is a big one, and I don't feel equipped to help you to feel safe at night if you've got a serious safety issue. But the people around you in your life and your doctor, they're the people you should start to talk to. Maybe even, certainly the people around you in your life, bring that up. That's a serious thing, your safety. If it's part of your mental health disorder, if you're anxious about your safety, then it's going to be a real difficult thing to sleep with. Everyone can benefit from the sleep tips, but if you've got a more serious root cause of your sleep problem, if it's one of these mental health, anxiety, depression, paranoia, traumas, then I'm not going to pretend that I can fix your problems through our work online I'm not going to pretend that I can sell you a book or sell you a course or sell you a thing that's going to magic it away. But we can definitely help together to, we can give you actionable, real things you can do to make your life better. We can talk about them on stream. We're going to be doing that at the end of the tips. But we can also offer an access point, a portal to other people who have got that serious knowledge, that that ability to help, whether it be a therapist or a doctor. We can offer that. So Mind for Mental Health, that website we use, is a great place to start. And if it's just a start the ball rolling thing, then we're with you, we're helping. But these are things referring to my previous video about how to get up and how to try the anxiety trap. It's important that we can help, but it's you that's going to make that effort, and it's you that's going to carry that flag. We're going to carry this flag together on stream, our stream flag, but your own little big important flag, you're going to keep hold of that as well. I can help you, I can put my arm around you, but you're the one that's going to hold it up. Okay? And sometimes you might not feel that you can, and at those times, then rest it on my shoulder. That's fine. Gather your strength. We'll hold it up together, but it will be you that's waving that flag. It will be you. And we want to help your mental health. We want to get onto the tips. Come on, Scott. Stop eking this out now. Stop eking this out. You haven't call to action yet. Have you done your call to action? I've done my call to action. Done it at the start. Only 5 more followers, and then we hit affiliate. So I've done that. Watch this on YouTube if you're watching on Twitch. Watch it on Twitch if you're watching on YouTube. I've done that. We're going to get onto the tips. Bam, tips. There's an audio on the NHS. We're not going to listen to it because of copyright. But it's there for you in your free time. These are some tips. They might sound silly, but I'm sure that they're going to help someone. Because when I read them, there were things that I thought, oh my days, I'm not doing that. Why am I not doing that? Make your bedroom sleep friendly. Now, I know that we all use our bedrooms for other things than sleep. I use mine to keep my clothes on the floor. That's where I like, all in a big pile on the floor. That's where I keep my clothes in my bedroom. Other people might use it as a little study room, or to share private time with someone they love, which is all fine. It's all fine. But make your bedroom sleep friendly. A lot of the time, the advice is only use your bedroom for sleep. Now, that's not livable. But if you're going to use your bedroom as a study room or a playroom or something else, like that, a studio for your music, a room that you stream from, it's not easy to go from that to bed. So it's always important to have a break in between. If your bedroom is your workroom in any context like that, or even, like I said, you might have your Lego creation set up on the floor. If you're doing that, you need to do your bedtime. It's important to do your bedtime routine separate from your bedroom, and then go to bed and go to sleep. So that it's not a room that you use as a lounge, and you've got the telly on, and you're sort of in your bed with your pizza, and then that's going to be difficult to then just sleep. Your bedroom should be a relaxing environment. Experts claim there's a strong association in people's minds between sleep and the bedroom. Experts claim there's an association in people's minds between sleep and the bedroom. Experts. Is that what they're doing? Is that what they're doing with them time? Experts. Hey, experts. We need some information. People's bedrooms and sleep are correlated in their minds. There's your money for the day, experts. We'll come back tomorrow for some more information. However, certain things weaken that association, such as TVs and other electronic gadgets, light, noise, and a bad mattress or bed. So if you're not associated, that's actually, the experts have led us to a good point here. The experts have led us to a good point. Yeah, the experts think if you hold your breath, it could cause you serious health problems in the long run. But if you have a bad mattress, I've had a bad mattress in the past. I've had a few. I used to sleep on a futon once. That was uncomfortable. But you just get used to it because it's your sleeping thing. But it might be that it's causing you to not feel sleepy. It's causing you to feel the opposite. It's causing you to stop feeling sleepy. Stop thinking about your bedroom as a sleepy place and to start thinking about it as the bad back place. But TVs and other electronic gadgets, light noise, we're going to come on to this issue of using a screen with a light, a device that makes bright light in your face for bedtime. We're going to come on to that. And it's going to be interesting because obviously, people say obviously. Calm yourself, Scott. Calm yourself. Let's show him the. Have you seen this? Yeah, it's difficult for me because I'm encouraging you to consume media on your device. I'm part of it. Here I am. Hello, you're watching me through one of these bad devices that keeps you awake at night. It's the Johnny Depp. It's the Johnny Depp sleep trap. I'm going to help you to sleep by making you a video. But you've got to watch it on your device. And that's going to keep you awake. So then you're going to watch another video on how to go to sleep. And then you're going to stay awake. Sorry, that's the Johnny Depp impression for anyone who's not seen that. Yeah, but that's the problem, isn't it? All this ASMR. All of it. You can get ASMR in real life without a video. You don't have to have a video to get ASMR. Someone could just brush your hair. But we don't all have someone to brush our hair at night, so we watch these videos. But here's me making a video telling you to turn off the videos. Don't do that, Scott. You want them to keep watching. So there is a way of dealing with this. There is a way of dealing with this, which is to watch your ASMR videos couched up on the sofa. Get yourself a chair, an armchair, and have that as your ASMR chair. Boom. Your ASMR chair. The ASMR chair. I used to have a chair over there. It's gone. Moved it from today's broadcast. But get yourself a chair. An ASMR chair, right? ASMR chair. And then use that as your ASMR place. Get sleepy. Use your device if you have to. The best, and we'll see later, Snips did refer to one of my videos, and I'm going to promote my own video at the end, yeah. But I did make it designing to help sleep, so we'll talk about that at the end. But don't watch the video, just listen to it on your thing. There's a tip. And then once you feel sleepy, when you're feeling tired, put it down and go and get in the bed, so that you're not watching the device in the bed. There's a tip. That's a tip. Scott's Hot Tips. Scott's Hot Tips. Keep your bedroom just for sleep. And they mention, it's the NHS. They mention sex and masturbation. So we're not going to get struck off YouTube for saying that because it's natural and human. Unlike most vigorous physical activity, sex makes us sleepy. So that's good, isn't it? If you're fortunate enough to have somebody to bonk. Sorry, I was joking then. But you don't bonk somebody. You share these things together. So that aggressive patriarchal terminology there should be brought up and struck out. Yeah, but I was just joking around, yeah. But this has evolved in humans for thousands of years. So it's okay to use your bed for that. Fair enough. Your bedroom ideally needs to be dark, quiet, tidy, and be kept at a temperature of between 18 and 24 degrees. Or if you're me, it needs to be cooler than it is right now. And if it's cool, it needs to be hotter than it is right now. And if it's hot, it needs to be cooler. And if it's cooler, it needs to be hotter. Maybe we should talk about masturbation more. It seems to excite. It seems to excite chat. Anyway, that's for a different day, isn't it? I'll write that on the notes. Streams to do in future. I'll just write masturbation, and then when I open those notes on a rainy day in the future, I'll be like, what did I write there? Really? Did I think that would be a good idea? Fit some thick curtains if you don't have any. This is a great one. I don't have any thick curtains myself. The noise and the brightness of the sun in the morning always wakes me up earlier than I need to be waking up. Rude chat, rude. And it comes out in the, oh no. No, now you're making me work. Now you're making me work. Look. Should we deny that? Let's just deny it. Okay, it's gone. No, it's not gone. It's it's come up on the screen from the actual software that blocks it. So, where's my sister? She's supposed to be modding this. She's not supposed to be modding it. I've just given her privileges, and play your cards right, and you could achieve mod status, but not with not with rude words. The only problem with the rude words is I don't mind swearing on stream. I don't mind saying the odd swear word. We all do it. I don't think we should be projecting a negative image to children. And I know it sounds silly, but I think we're all role models. You in chat are a role model to the other people that use chat. I'm a role model to the people that watch me. It's not like I'm, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's a role model because loads more people watch him. But I'm not such an important role model. I understand that. I know that I'm not making, a cultural difference in a huge way, but together we're making these ripples and we're building up and we're building the wave. So it's important to set a good example. So yeah, we can swear on stream. It's fine. But I'm not going to constantly be lazy in my language and just swear all the time because I'm lazy. And I've seen some streams that are quite popular, but only popular amongst a certain group of people, maybe. I want to be broad. I want everyone to feel included. So some people don't like the swearing. Everyone can accept me not swearing. We'll just not swear so much. That's what we're going to do. But also it does make problems for like YouTube and advertising friendly and things like that, which I don't care about. It's just, it causes problems for, discoverability, which then cause problems for our sustainability, which is something we're trying to work on together. So, I'm going to have to say it, aren't I? I'm going to have to say it. Oh, he's helped. Okay, that's a clever way of doing it without saying it. Generally being polite in general civil company day to day. I kind of think, if you would, I've got to consider that if I was just out on the street, just doing this conversation out in a park with you, if we were just there together and someone walked past with their kids, would it be appropriate for me to be yelling and shouting swear words? Probably no. But get some thick curtains, because if someone is out there shouting and yelling swear words, double glazing and earplugs can help you to just drift by without dealing with it. Good call. And the thick curtains, whoa, what happened? I've gone backwards a page. Oh, it's come back. Yeah, the thick curtains. I didn't realise how much the intrusion of the sunlight and sometimes the moonlight was keeping me awake. But these are good tips. They're good tips. It really makes a difference if you can choose to block out the light until you wake up and are happy to see it. Keep a sleep diary. Not something that I can suggest. I'm not good at keeping diaries. I'm not good at maintaining something like that. But if you do keep a sleep diary, it will really help your GP, because they'll be able to see exactly how you're sleeping. You might get one of those apps. I've got one of those iWatches, but I've put it down somewhere. It's in the house. I haven't left the house for over a year and a half. But it's in the house, but it's yeah. Get one of those watches and it'll tell you how you're sleeping and things like that. But that will be helpful to your GP. And a sleep diary can also reveal underlying health conditions. But these aren't the only tips. You see, because what we're doing here, what we're talking about, is actually called sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene. And it starts in the daytime. It's weird, isn't it? Hygiene. It's not clean. You're not, duttying up your bed and hygiene, nice clean sheet, but sleep hygiene. It's not just bedtime habits that play a part in getting good sleep. Incorporating positive routines, and we're in the tips now. I'm trying to keep low key, but we're in the tips now, and the tips are the good bits. So this is where you meat's bad. Meat's just flesh, animal flesh. I'm vegan. Don't say that. This is where your vegan hot dog sausage. This is where your chocolate comes from. I know where your chocolate comes from, kids. Let me find it. Let me find where your chocolate comes from. Johnny Depp. Get daylight exposure. Light, especially sunlight, is what you've been reading it. Hey, cheeky, you don't read it until I start reading. I'm reading it. If you read it, then what's the point? I might as well just sit here. You go, oh, no, fine. No, you read it. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, really. No, it's fine. Really. No, honestly, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. You read. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. Honestly, look. No, I'll scroll down. No, I'll scroll down. No, I'll scroll down. No. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. Pretend I'm not here. Pretend I'm not here. Other than the scrolling, you'll need me for the scrolling though. Oh, you need me for this. Oh, you need me for the scrolling, do you? Oh, so he need me now. Oh, he need me now. Oh, so somebody needs me now for the scroll. Oh, should I scroll it for you now? Should I move it? Well, maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't even want to scroll it. Maybe me and Johnny Depp. Yeah, me. Yeah, I'll go with you. Maybe me and Johnny Depp will just sit over here. Why haven't you took the tag out of your hat? Well, I don't need to take the tag out of your hat, Johnny. Why not? I'm not going to... It doesn't need to come... it could come off. It makes me look silly having a tag in the back of my hat. It doesn't make you look silly, Johnny. You make yourself look silly with all you going on. With all me going on. Me going on. It's not me going on. It's you going on. You're the one going on about the tag in your hat. Yeah, of course, because you didn't take the tag out of your hat, did you? You should have took the tag out of your hat. Why didn't you take the tag out of your hat? Well, it's not going to... It could go back now, couldn't it? If you don't like it. If you're going to be like that, Johnny, I could take it back, and then there's good reason for not taking the tag out of the hat. You're not having my hat. That's my hat. Mental Health Monday, keeping it nice and calm for gonna just keep it nice and calm. I'll turn the mic down because it's a little bit loud. Probably just Johnny Depp was a bit loud, wasn't he? We should probably not invite him. He seemed so charismatic when he was doing that Pirates of the Caribbean, didn't he? And then it turned out he was a bit of a good looking, but I think Johnny Depp could do with a bit of Mental Health Monday, getting a bit cross, losing his temper. Not good. Scaring people, making people feel scared's not good, is it? What do you know about it? Anyway, let's have a look at your sleep cycle and what we're doing to make it better. And I'll read it. This time I'll read it. You can listen to me reading it. Where have we got? I've lost it. No, I don't mean lost it. Mental health. So we can't make jokes about that. You can, because we do. Everyone makes jokes about things, don't they? It's all right. It's okay. Don't be mean when you're making jokes. Don't make jokes about people and be mean. But, making a little joke about words is okay. I have lost it though, because this is all about sleep hygiene. But I was going to start at the daytime. Here we are, the daytime. We'll edit all that out, and then just me and you will we'll know it's happened. Only we'll know it happened. Okay? Only we'll know it happened. That's one of my lines. Only we'll know it happened, and don't you tell anyone. Get daylight exposure. It's degenerating. We've got to calm. Get daylight. Don't let this get out of hand. Calm. Get daylight exposure. Light, especially sunlight, is one of the key drivers of circadian rhythms that can encourage quality sleep. I'm never going to be able to do live ASMR, am I? I'll be hitting you with a hammer by the end of it. Be physically active. Regular exercise can make it easier to sleep at night, and it also delivers a host of other health benefits. The green hat, I'm a green hat. This is Johnny Depp. It's not me in a green hat. It's Johnny Depp. that's a green hat. Okay, this is a green hat. This is a green hat. I got this one. This is my hat. That's a green hat, isn't it? With a thistle on. And this is Johnny Depp. You've seen Johnny Depp. You've seen him, haven't you, on the telly? He's in the films. He's a mate of mine. He comes. He won't do the whole stream. He won't do the whole stream. But every now and then, because he's only off camera. It's only over there. It's only hanging. He doesn't have many friends anymore because of all that stuff in the media. I mean, I'm not particularly happy with him myself, but I think people can make mistakes, and so if Johnny wants to hang out, he can pop in from time to time. You thought he was gonna. You thought he was coming. He's not. He's just chilling now. He's chilling. Don't anger him. If you anger him, he'll come back. Be physically active. Regular exercise can make it easier to sleep at night, and it also delivers a host of other health benefits. There's other people here as well. If I put their hats on, then they may appear. Don't smoke. No, regular exercise. That's what. Regular exercise. You've never seen Johnny Depp in a green. Haven't you watched his films? I'm undercover. I'm in the mafia. I've got my green hat on. Donnie Brasco. Oh, me hearties, do you like rum? I'll stick me sword up your bum. Pirates of the Caribbean. Green hat. Ah, do you like chocolate? We all like chocolate. I'll murder you. Green hat. I'll also wear a green hat for that. Chonky and his chocolate willies. That's all me films. They've all got green hats in them. What are you on about? All of them. Donnie Brasco, green hat. Chonky and the chocolate willies, green hat. Swimming in the Caribbean, green hat. Thanks, John. Being physically active can make it easier to sleep at night, and it also delivers a host of other health benefits. So being physically active is good. I go walking the dog every day, and it sounds like not much, but it's trekking in the woods. It's up a hill. Oh, chuffing. I get my heart going. So at least I do that. I should be doing more. I agree. And all of us makes it easier to sleep at night. So it's not just the sleep problems are not just going to be fixed by 10 minutes before bed. They're not just going to be fixed by not pulling on that string and doing another 5 minutes. We're going to start in the day to wind up our string for bedtime, to get our bedtime border string all ready by getting enough sunlight and exercise. That's a good one. It can be difficult if you're sleeping later and later, if you're Asmongolding it and sleeping, until the night time because you get up and it's dark. Sometimes I'll give you a tip for that. A top tip, Scott's top tips. If you can you do a live image search, please? A live image of Johnny Depp? Because the thing about that is that is a live image of Johnny Depp when he's here. So you just don't have to search it; it's there right in front of you. So being active, it's not the easiest. If you're, I'm gonna, let's get these tips done, right? We'll get these tips done, and then I will have it in the can, and then we can allow Johnny to escape. But until then, let's keep him in his box. Regular exercise can make it easier to sleep at night, and it also delivers a host of other health benefits. It can be really difficult, I was saying, if you sleep all night. No, got it wrong. If you sleep all day and then you're up at night, the best thing to do, and it is difficult, but it's not unachievable, it's achievable, is to just carry on staying awake. Just do a 36-hour sesh. If you find that your sleep pattern's going further and further out, this might not be the doctor's advice, but I find this really effective, is to say, F it, I've woken up at 6 p.m. today. I've really spoiled it. I've gone all the way through. I've slept all day. So now I'm not going to bed until bedtime. But not bedtime tonight. Next bedtime. I'm going to tough it out. I'm going to be up all night. I'm going to do something constructive. I'm going to work on that art thing. I'm going to edit those videos. And then in the morning, when I'm feeling, and tired and groggy, I'm going to tough it out. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. And then in the lunchtime, I'm not going to have that nap and let it. I'm going to push on, going to eat something, get to tea time, 6 or 7 o'clock, start feeling really tired. Fine, get an early night. Then you're back in sync. Good system. Good system. Don't smoke. Ganji kid, don't smoke. Nicotine stimulates the body in ways that disrupt sleep, which helps explain why smoking is correlated with numerous sleeping problems. Reduce alcohol consumption. Alcohol, we've talked about. It might make it easier to fall asleep. Right, this is an important one. This is not alcohol. It's alcohol-free. No alcohol beer. I like it. What alcohol does is it knocks you out initially. It makes it easier to fall asleep, but then the effect wears off and it disrupts your sleep later in the night. So actually, and I used to drink to get to sleep. I used to drink to get to sleep because I couldn't get to sleep all the time, and being really drunk, I could zonk out. But I didn't realise that then 3 or 4 hours later, the alcohol's still wearing off in my system, and I'm not really getting that REM sleep, that important, that refreshment, that mental important, that I wasn't getting the good stuff. I was just sort of dozing off my alcohol stupor until the next morning I woke up, and because the alcohol had worn off, it woke me up a bit, and then instead of me getting a proper night's sleep, I was awake, but yeah, maybe still tired. As a result, it's best to moderate alcohol consumption and avoid it all later in the evening. Fair. Yeah, that's fair. You can cut down on caffeine in the afternoon and evening. You can cut down on your caffeine. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. But seriously, it is good to reduce. And it sounds simple and obvious, but it's just not something we naturally do. You have a cup of coffee after your dinner. They do it on the telly. They're sophisticated on the television, and they drink coffee after their dinner. After a late night of partying, they go back to each other's houses for coffee. I've heard them ask for it. So it seems to be brought up in the evenings. It's something that keeps you awake. So if you're working, you're going to have a cup of coffee to drive through that last couple of hours of study or something. I don't know about other forms of work. This is my work. And jolly hard work it is too, researching all this for you. But yeah, cutting down your caffeine. I like tea. I drink tea. I like the spiffing Brit. I like a bit of tea. And I like it in the evening. I like to sit down on the sofa and have a nice cup of tea. But you have to try and cut back. The caffeine can keep you wired. And if you're like me, and you haven't had any caffeine today, and you're still like this, it can do that extra. Do you know what's weird about caffeine as well? Was that you drink coffee every morning to wake yourself up to feel good. You get addicted to the caffeine in it. The way it works is that you feel bad in the morning because your body's saying, I want my caffeine. You have the caffeine, you feel normal. Instead of feeling good, you've created a system in your body that makes you feel bad, requires the caffeine to get you to normal. Makes you feel bad, requires the caffeine, get you to normal. Before you started drinking that coffee every morning, you didn't have any of this, you just felt normal. Madness, isn't it? We all think, the coffee makes me feel better, wakes me up. But it's not that I was naturally drowsy and before that. That's the caffeine withdrawal that's making me even more drowsy. Mad. When I learned that, it blew my mind. So I stopped drinking coffee in the morning because I used to drink it every morning. I used to need it. I used to need that coffee with chocolate in it. Don't mess with me. Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. But now I don't have that at all. And you can still not talk to me, but but at least now I don't feel bad because I've not had a coffee. So yeah, cut down on your coffee. Cut down on your coffee. You can still drink your chocolate, though. You can still have hot chocolate. Yeah, Johnny, you can still have hot chocolate, yeah. I only did that one quietly because I knew you wouldn't want me to. Yeah, I know, yeah. I don't want you to. I don't. I want you to just leave us alone because we're just going to finish off this mental health. I've got mental health problems. No, you've got mental health problems, Johnny. Yeah, I do. Well, to be fair, we've all got problems, Johnny. But if you're the one swinging the punches, smashing the stuff up, it's harder to ask for sympathy. So I do have sympathy for all of us, Johnny. But I just think that maybe you should reconsider your actions. before, you go on, you know what I'm saying, don't you? Just calm it, John. And then we'll come round, we'll start to say, okay, we've all got problems. You went a bit too far, and, we'll come round. We might even be able to forgive you one day, Johnny. We might be able to. But you've got to show that you've changed, and that you realise that you've made a mistake, Johnny. You've got to show that. You can't just expect it of people because now you feel bad. Take some time, learn the lessons, come back to us, show us, do something to show us, Johnny. All right. Lock up your kids, all right? Don't dine late. Eating dinner late, especially if it's a big, heavy or spicy meal, can mean you're still digesting when it's time for bed. I'm terrible for this. I love eating late. That's the only time I eat. And lots of foods taste better late, don't they? Like kebabs. Not that I eat them anymore because I'm vegan, but they used to only taste nice at night time, late, after a certain amount of alcohol. There was a cheeseburger. I don't eat these either because they're, bad animal burger now. Don't want to eat. I've got a cat. I don't want to eat it in a burger. But yeah, there used to be a cheeseburger shop at the top of my road in Bristol, and it's only at the top of the road. So even at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you can walk up the road and you can just be like, boss. And I didn't have to say it. He knew what I was getting, cheeseburger. Yeah, don't eat late. Any food or snacks before bed should be on the lighter side. It sounds silly. It sounds like an easy, obvious thing, doesn't it? And we can eat when we want, can't we? It doesn't matter. But it's easy to just quaff the chips down. Chips. Potato chips when you're watching a film. Or, later at night, you're playing your games, you just quaff in. It fills up your tummy. It makes it more difficult to sleep, that digestion process. And it might be something simple like that plays into a bigger ripple effect of how well you feel in the morning. So yeah, we're going to stick that on our list. We like that one. Restrict in-bed activity, and that doesn't mean strap yourself down. Okay, restricting in-bed activity doesn't mean strap yourself down. It means build a link in your mind between sleep and being in bed. So this is what we were talking about before. Your bed can't really anymore be the general lazy, got my laptop there, got my box of pizza there, got my Switch over there, got my remote control for my telly, and got all my stuff laying out on my bed. The dog's over there, he's on the pizza now, get off the pizza. You can't have all that. You can, but it's not conducive to a good sleep cycle, to good sleep hygiene. Have all that, just put it on your sofa. Put it in the other room. Use some other space for that. And if you do whatever else you do in bed, I don't know if it's your sit-ups station, put your sit-up station down on the floor. If you're doing all those sit-ups in bed, right, yeah. Do your sit-ups on the floor. Optimise your bedroom. A central component of sleep hygiene. That's what we're doing today. Sleep hygiene with Scotty Hottie on the live stream. Sleep hygiene on live stream. We only need 5 more followers. I need 5 more, and then we hit affiliate, and then things start to exchange. It's still going to be a hard journey together. It's still going to be a step by step. We're not the stream that's going to explode and go viral, and we're not going to get raided by like Ninja or like whatever. It's going to be a steady thing. But we're here. We're together. We're making that snowball together. We're rolling that snowball. No, I like it as snowball. It's a good analogy, actually, because we're snowflakes, aren't we? We're good people. We're good at snowball. Loads of snowflakes, and it's going to be an avalanche crunch. That's what we're going to end up as. Avalanche. Got my capital K. Got my snippy snips. Got my babby. Got my LA devotee. We've got people on other formats as well, on like YouTube and stuff, who I should also reference, like Tree, and I can't keep saying all your names. We're going to put them in the videos eventually, but let me get back to what I'm doing. I keep getting distracted. Have a comfortable bed. That's yeah. Use excellent bedding, not just normal bedding. Excellent. That's a good call. The sheets and blankets are the first thing you touch when you get into bed, so it's beneficial to make sure they match your needs and preferences. Why not? Why not have it? I'm going to do that later. We're going to go on Amazon later. We're going to pick me out some luxury bed sheet. I don't even know what a luxury bed sheet would be. In fact, we're not going to do it because I can't afford it. But one day we're going to move toward a more luxury bed sheet. Because why not, eh? If you're going to sleep on it every night, why not? Why not have to look? Why does it have to wait until we go to the hotel to get the clean bed? Won't be clean beds anymore, will it? With everyone with the COVID going in and out, that's going to spoil me holidays. I haven't had a holiday for 7 years, so won't make a difference to me. But those that go on their holidays, the selfish buggers, they're going to have trouble. They're going to get the COVID. Where's Johnny when you need him? Set a cool yet comfortable temperature. Fine-tune your bedroom temperature to suit your preferences, but err on the cooler side. And this is a top tip. The cooler side, because as your body cools down, you go to sleep. That's a natural phenomenon. So if you have a hot shower or a warm bath before you go to bed, naturally your body cools down and that'll start to send you to sleep. Mind blown. Top tip. Block out lights. We've done that one. Drown out noise. That's obvious. Try calming scents. You like smelling things? Do you like smelling things? Do you like things that smell nice? But honestly, lavender, it's not just that it smells nice. There is a cultural... I don't want to say it's an old wives' tale. It's a piece of cultural knowledge that lavender can help you sleep. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if there's a science behind that. They've got a National Centre for Biotechnology Information, so there might be some science behind that. But I agree. I've smelled lavender and agree that it makes me chill. But that's cool. If your bedroom stinks bad, you're not going to be able to sleep well. Asmongold. Is sleep hygiene the same for everyone? They can be optimised for better sleep, but it applies just about everyone. So that's what I said. We're all going to benefit from this. We can all benefit from sleep hygiene. If you've got one of the more serious problems, if you've got anxiety, depression, paranoia, mania, then your sleep is being disrupted. If you're discovering that sleep is a symptom of one of these more serious things, then sleep hygiene can still help you. I can't fix your depression. I can't fix the core root of your anxiety. Together we can work on it. We can offer an avenue to find the right help. Absolutely. Here is part of that, mind, the mental health people. But what we can all do together is improve our sleep hygiene through those tips. Now you're allowed to read it, okay? Now you're allowed to read it. I'll tell you even what it is. It's a website called Sleep Hygiene. Why is sleep important? Revamp your habits, better daily nightly sleep. Sleephygiene.org. Sleep Foundation. They might be trying to sell you things, but at least the information's out there on the web. You can read it now. We've got some tips. We've got some basic tips. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. But sleep hygiene, it's about establishing a routine. So going back to that unraveling the string and our own, now we're winding our own ball of string into a nice, neat, happy to go to sleep shape. We're not allowing it to wind us up because we're just playing another game. We're not allowing our mind to take us away and unravel. We're winding it up by having a routine. We're saying at 10 o'clock my hygiene routine starts. It might be that I watch an ASMR video, I brush my teeth. It might be that I put on my Coochie jumper and smell my lavender thing. And then for half an hour, I'm going to watch ASMR or your chosen thing. I'm going to do it in my ASMR chair, my armchair, my ASMR armchair. We're going to do it somewhere comfy that's not my bed. I'm going to have my cup of cocoa. Vegan. You can have vegan cocoa. It's better. It's better because there aren't any screaming sheep involved. Got your cocoa, doing all that, feel tired, starting to feel drowsy, got my own little thing going, my little routine, my nice sleep hygiene routine, starting to feel tired, I've got to brush my teeth again because I've been drinking my fucking cocoa, I already brushed them once, but anyway, right, we've got our sleep routine, we've got our routine, and then when you're starting to feel tired, you're going to get into bed and go to sleep. Brilliant. It's going to help. It might not work though, and it very well might work. Neuro-linguistic programming, it obviously will work. But here's a top tip as well. If you're lying in bed at night and you're angst over something, if your hygiene routine didn't get you there, if something's woken you up, if you think there's someone downstairs, if you think there's someone downstairs, you have to go down and check and then go back to bed. It's the only way. But or you can just ignore it and go to sleep and tough it out. I don't know. Maybe you can. I wasn't going to linger on that point. What I was going to linger on was if you've been alerted again, if you're not sleepy, if you're not hitting that slow path down, then I'm going to do big face. Let's do big face. You haven't seen me big face for a while. There's me big face. There's me big face. And there's you. You're there. You chat. You're there. Right. A great tip is to get up. Sounds mad. So what? What's he saying? How can he say this? He's trying to get us to sleep and he's telling us to get out of bed. But what I am saying is that you reset the process. You say, okay, look, it's not working. I've been here 40 minutes now. I'm still stressing about this thing. I'm still awake. I'm not sleeping. I'm going to get out of bed. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to watch 20 minutes of nothing telly. I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm not supposed to make tea. I'm going to make cocoa. No caffeine. I'm going to make a cup of warm soya milk. And I mean, you could have a shower if you want to do that hot to cold again. I'm going to put on my dressing gown, go downstairs, and I'm going to do something for 20 minutes just because I am awake. That's how it is. I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to let it settle. I'm going to watch my SMR video. I'm going to do my little routine again. I'm going to feel sleepy. And when I feel sleepy, because I will, because it's nighttime, it's like 4 a.m, I'm supposed to feel sleepy. It's okay. I'm going to let it go. And when I do, whether it be 4:20 or 4:30 or whatever, then I'm going to go back to bed and try again. That's a great tip. Scott's top tips. Wow. Scott's top tips. But that is a good... It's the exact opposite of fighting yourself. Of saying, oh, why am I asleep? Oh, I'm supposed to be asleep. Oh, it's now 4:15 and now there's another 5 minutes. And you're watching that a lot, like the lights on the clock as they tick on and the sun's coming up. Anxious. It's the opposite of that. It's giving yourself 20 minutes. So, okay, fine. That's happened. I'm not asleep. We've got another block, another hour now where I can I'm not asleep, so I might as well get out of bed, go downstairs, back in the routine, reset, and then approach it again. Oh, you're going to sleep. No night. Good night. Sweet dreams. Oh, Korea. Oh, Korea. Oh, Korea. Korea, we must win. They do good kimchi in Korea, don't they? They do good kimchi. Good kimchi. So there's my top tips. Finally, have we done the Priory website? Oh, we haven't even done the Priory website. Panic attacks, web browser. We will knock this one out of the park to finish before we look at my own sleep video and I self-promote right at the end. But we will knock this out of the park. Panic attacks at night. This is something a bit different from what we've been talking about, but quite serious, and it happens to us. It happens to our friend who was talking earlier in chat. I think it was Babby. It's quite a lot for me to remember all the names and all the words that have been said, but definitely someone was talking about something like this, parasomnia, which might not be exactly the same, but here we go. You have this sudden feeling of feeling faint, dizzy, or lightheaded. Chest pains, shortness of breath, that's like a heart attack. Tightness in your chest, struggling to breathe, a racing or pounding heart, hyperventilating, like breathing, you feel like you're choking, you feel sick, nausea, muscle spasms, palpitations. This is like a physical thing. I thought we were talking mental health. This is like our physical thing. How can this be our physical thing? I tell you, my son, I tell you, my children, that excessive sweating, trembling or shaking, anxiety can trigger physical numbness, tingling, fluctuating body temperature. It can make you feel like you're having a heart attack. And that feeling makes you more anxious, and then you're out of bed and you're sitting up and you feel like there's someone breaking in, and there's whatever it is that your thing is, it gets you there, doesn't it? It gets you there and it drags you out of bed. These symptoms can be so severe that they make first-time sufferers believe they're experiencing a heart attack or a nervous breakdown. Over time, panic attacks can become more frequent, and the fear of having a panic attack becomes embedded, creating a vicious cycle. Wow. This website we're looking on, the Priory, it sounds heavy, Priory, doesn't it? Drug addiction and stuff, but they're a mental health service that the NHS use. So I just thought I'd pop that out there just to let you know. Just to let you know. What causes the panic attacks? They haven't found a single clear-cut reason. They haven't found a reason. Your brain doesn't switch off during sleep, so it's possible that your worries and anxieties explode as you're falling asleep. For me, and I can only speak, from my experience on this, it's not something cognitive. I'm not thinking about something that causes me to worry and wake up. It feels more like a physiological response that I then get anxious about, that then wakes me up. But I can just be bolt upright in bed all of a sudden, like, and I don't know what it was. That there wasn't a thing in my mind. There isn't a thought that's associated with it. But I've realised, because I'm sat up going, that it's happening, and I quickly say to myself, panic attack, shut that down. Let's not. I'm not. I can do my pulse. I can check my heart. It's not my heart. It's not. I'm having panic attacks because I'm having anxiety issues and problems sleeping, and they're all connected, and it's usual and normal. So panic, fine, it's normal. I'm going to go back to bed. I'm going to get up maybe if I have to and do my thing. So it can be countered, but important to know that this is something that it's a part of experiencing chronic stress, anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress, seriousness, lack of assertiveness. People who are passive find that it pops out at bedtime. Maybe it's been pushed out and it pops out. Genetics, alcohol, medications. There are so many reasons for this that we can all find something on this list. Significant life changes, personal loss. I had a friend who's recently had a baby, and before the baby came, the anxiety about the impending sleeplessness was causing him to lose sleep. Anything can pop up in your head and push you this way. But those panic attacks might not be heart attacks. And the key issue here, the key advice is don't fight it. Accept the panic attack for what it is. Let the feelings wash over you. Remember it's temporary and it will fade eventually. It's all waves. Allow it to dissipate. Try and relax. Get up and do something. Reset that routine. You're not going to go to sleep straight away if you've had a panic attack. Why should you? It's silly. Of course, you're up there. You're fine. Up you get. Cup of cocoa. Something silly on the telly. Play a song on the radio. 10 or 15 minutes. Not 15 minutes of Stardew Valley. Not another game of Fortnite. Your routine. Your relaxed routine. And back into it. So it's possible to get back to sleep after panic attacks, and it's quite normal and natural to have them at night, and especially because at night it's the bit where you're most tired. It's the bit where you're allowing yourself to drift off. Your mind's in that hazy state. Of course, that's when a little fire, a little seed, a little spark can become a fire. Of course it can become a panic attack really quickly. I completely understand you. I completely see where you're coming from. Yeah. That's fine. We're going to let them pass. We're going to deal with the other things in our lives, the bigger things that are causing these panic attacks, these deeper issues, these depressions and anxieties. Check out my other videos. And it's here where I should say, my other video, this sleep meditation. It's probably one of my best videos, and I'm not just blowing my trumpet because, I make good videos. What I mean is, I researched, the same way as I've researched this for our Mental Health Monday, I researched things that help people sleep. I researched methods, different cultures, different ideas. And I tried to assemble what I thought would be the most effective, simple method. So you see I'm doing this in the video. What we do in this video is I start you putting your hands in the air. And if you do that now, if you're watching, you can put your hands in the air. We can all, you can try this now. I've got my hands in the air. Have you got your hands in the air? Got your hands in the air? They'll feel a little bit tired, won't they? After they've been up there a little bit. It's natural. The blood starts to drain out of them a bit. We're not used to putting our hands up in the air for so long. So as you start to let your hands, don't just drop them heavy. Just let them slowly. I'll show you my hands. Let them slowly, like a zombie. Ooh. Let them slowly drop down. Slowly. Slowly. And as you do that, you'll feel more relaxed. Because, of course, you've had your hands in that position. And now they're in a much more relaxed position. Now just relax into that. Relax into that. Oh, it feels so much better, doesn't it? Allowing your hands just to be relaxed. Allowing yourself just to relax. And just as you find that extra relaxation, you can lean back. I'm not going to do it for you now. That's the video. That's the video. It's part of a hypnotic technique. It is a hypnotic technique. Hypnosis works on people who have got stronger, more creative minds. So I think people like our Ganji Puko Warrior crew, people who enjoy the ASMR, people who have got strong enough minds to cause them glitches in the matrix, depression and these things. They don't come from feeble, weak people with weak minds. They come from people with strong minds that are strong enough to crush. Do you know what I mean? Like those strong things. When I watch this video, I pass out afterward. That's part of it. Hopefully you do. Hopefully you go to sleep. So we've got a video there that, in my opinion, or not opinion, what I've done. I researched it so that I could try and find something that would really work, and hopefully it does. It's got. I wrote a script that includes the words and does all the stuff. So if you're into that sort of thing, that's hopefully my best video for it. It's probably not a good idea to watch it on your phone, is it? Like we've discussed, on screens. All the ASMR, we've all been selling it as a sleep aid. Well, I haven't, but I made this one video that I suggest but the rest of it is just ASMR. It's not ASMR for sleep, because I understand that you shouldn't be watching the videos if you want to sleep. But lots of us in the community, in the ASMR world, the concept of sleep and ASMR are closely connected, aren't they? I'll just say that. But it's true to say that watching ASMR keeps you awake rather than sending you to sleep. So this one you can get as an MP3. I think there's a link in. I'm not going to click on it and get my own video up. I'm just showing you where it is. There's a link, you can get it on MP3. If that's all sold out, because I think they're only allowed 100 free ones before you have to start on SoundCloud. I don't know. Talk to me about it in the chat. We will. You just listen to it. Yeah, you can do that. Of course, you can do that. What am I saying? You don't need an MP3 these days. You can just listen to it, can't you? You can use your eyes to close and then just. Brilliant. Yeah.
They can just close their eyes, can't they? They just close their eyes. I get everyone to close their eyes on the first time.
Part of it is to close your eyes and go to sleep. So, yeah, that's my thing that I can give you, as well as this video, like a little extra thing that you can use that really works. It actually works. It works because it's based in science and because you've got a strong mind that's strong enough to do powerful things. So that's why that works. And yeah, I hope you find some solace in that. Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say about this. Our work, like that video, if you do fall asleep, that's bad for my channel, because YouTube will say, oh, they don't watch any more videos, do they, after they've watched that one? That one puts them off. But actually, it's good that you get to fall to sleep. So our YouTube doesn't suggest this video to people very, very often. It thinks it's a bad video because people watch it and then turn off. But there you go. You know, I've scuppered my own channel. But hopefully there's something that you can take from that, which is a good night's sleep. And that concludes our broadcast on sleep. That concludes our Mental Health Monday, where I talked for the entire time with a really calm and really relaxed demeanour. I didn't at no point did I veer off into mental breaks. I didn't start yabbing on about Johnny Depp at any point, right? I said right.
When you say right, you have to do it, don't you? You have to do it when you say right. That's like your punishment. That's your punishment.
I didn't, there was no, I didn't, so there wasn't any of that. YouTube channel plays with YouTube Prime. I've got no idea what YouTube Prime is. No ads to 80, right. Yeah, because we had this problem with YouTube where I took all the ads off my channel. When I started that channel for like 5 years, I didn't have any advertising on it. It meant that YouTube wouldn't suggest the videos. It slowed down the progress. Other people did all the advertising friendly, 10-minute long, perfect YouTube advertiser friendly videos. I wasn't interested in that. I didn't want adverts on there. But then YouTube sent me a letter to say, we're going to put adverts on your videos anyway, so suck it up. So then I did switch on the monetization now, yeah, I had to, because that was the only way to control. Now I've got an option on the monetization where it says, what kind of adverts would you like to show to people? And I think I don't want to show them any, but if I'm allowed to modify that, it means that you don't see any adverts for alcohol, you don't see any adverts for this, for that, for the other, for things that I think are going to make you feel bad. Hopefully the only adverts are going to be for nice things, vegan things. I mean, as much as I can moderate that, I've tried. Because otherwise YouTube was just going to put the adverts on it anyway. And I would like the videos to be shared. I would like the content to be, searchable, to be found by more people. The more people that find it, the more people we can help. So that's great. And the other thing is that I clearly was an influence. Oh, Johnny Depp.
I clearly was an influence on the ASMR world. I was, wasn't I? Because those ones with the big million, I've seen them. They've got the million subs. They've got the big channels. They watched my work. They put it in their video. They ripped it off.
No, not you, Johnny. They didn't. Not you. You didn't do those videos, Johnny. I did those videos, and I'm not that cross. So, but they did, and I don't get any of the reward from that, do I? I don't get any of the respect. In fact, it got turned against me. So there you go. They're on the top of the pile selling you their plastic crap toys, and I'm here at the bottom of the pile with with a very small channel that won't be shared and promoted by YouTube, trying to do the good work for us together. We're here together, and we're building something new. Now we're building something new, so I don't care. I don't mind that ASMR is there as a legacy. We're going to do new ASMR together in this room together. We're going to move on to that at some point in the future when we get that next step computer that's going to allow us to plug in my audio interface and my other microphones, when it's not just that clockwork Mac. But yeah, we're going to push on to that in the future. So who knows what ASMR we will do together? Who knows? I don't know. But it's just nice that they watched the videos and took something from them, isn't it? In fact, I've got some tips and tricks. I've written a video. I've written it about ASMR, like how to make a good ASMR video. So we'll do that together. We'll talk about that together one of these days, and I'll share that with the world of ASMR creators, and they can use all those ideas as well. And then there'll be better ASMR out there, and then that'll be good, because I watch some of it, so that'll be nice, won't it? You won't have to watch those people tapping on things like they're, like, jeez, like the more taps per minute, the better. Like ASMR for people with ADHD, rather than ASMR for people who want to relax. I'll tell you what we'll do now. I've got to go and walk the dog. It's 10 o'clock where I live. It's 10 o'clock. You be good. You've been good. I really, really appreciate you snipping the work. I really appreciate you have been here. You probably won't want to stay around just for these last pats on the back, for these thank yous, but I do. I really care. It makes a big difference to me. I'm doing this because I have to, because it's in me, because it's part of us, it's who we are, and you're making it a reality. You're making it a reality. It's not good enough just me on my own talking into the wall. You're making it a reality. And in the years to come, I just know that we're going to look back in the years to come, and there'll be lots of people in the chat, and there'll be lots of things streaming through, and I'll remember you. I'll remember you when we're old and grey. But, you know, I'll remember. We'll have the videos to prove it these early days. You know, it made a big difference. And the people who have been supporting me throughout the time I've not been on YouTube, the people who've been leaving nice comments, people like Nathan who've been giving me $1 even though I've not been doing anything, people who have supported me through just their, you know, just the positive thing. There's been a light in the darkness. So, you know, I really care. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to show you I care by doing things that make the world better, by trying to bring positivity and brightness to you. Like, I can't stop the moaning. I can't stop the bitterness and the anger, the injustice of it all, because I'm angry and cross at the world. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I want to help those kids. I want to feed those kids. I don't want them to be upset. And, you know, I don't want people to feel undervalued because, like, the films and the media they see makes them feel that way. I don't want people to get eating disorders because they think they need to be a certain body image because of the photographs they see. And the only way that I feel we can change that is I've got to be here and be part of the media, and we've got to do it together, and we are, and we're growing it, and we're pushing that snowball, and we're building that. We're part of the movement. You know, we're part of the movement. So I thank you. You're helping me to hold that flag. Let's carry on waving that. 5 more followers. 5 more followers. You be good, my little puckos. You be good. You have been good. I don't know how to turn this off.